I need to use the leftovers, so I'm going to try to make a variation of sour and hot soup. I will be posting this recipe at my website. I'm not going to be following it exactly because I don't have all the ingredients. Okay, it says it's calling. Let's go ahead and prepare some of the ingredients. It's calling for slivered bamboo shoots. I happen to have leftover bamboo shoots that I wanted to use, and that's one of the reasons I'm making this recipe. Let's see if I can get this here. Okay. It's calling for, I'm going to double the recipe. Half cup slivered pork. Let's see, get the, okay. So I'm going to need about a half cup of slivered bamboo shoots. Apparently slivered bamboo shoots is just these shoots and just kind of cut lengthwise so that they're thinner, you know. I'll do a couple of them and then I'll turn this camera off and work it. Yeah, apparently I'll be able to use, oh, geez. Yeah, they'll look like this, see? So that one's already done. And so what I'm going to do is cut them all so they look like this. And then I'll go on to the next step. Okay, there's the bamboo. That's about, yeah, see? These were canned bamboo shoots, and I've kept them fresh in the refrigerator by changing the water all the time. So yeah. Now the recipe calls for using cloud ears. I don't want to have to go out to the Asian store to get cloud ears. I happen to have lots of shiitake mushrooms, so I'm just going to double up on the shiitake mushrooms, and I bet it'll still be good. Let's go ahead and chop this. So the shiitake, it does call for shiitake mushrooms though. They call it forest mushrooms, soaked, rinsed, and sliced thin. So let me just go ahead and slice them thin and get the, I'm going to go, another thing that I usually do whenever I cook anything with rehydrated shiitake mushrooms, I always use the mushroom water. It always adds a nice flavor to the dish. Shiitake, it kind of like, it almost tastes like a soup stock. That's like a Japanese technique. So even though this is a Chinese dish, I'm going to be kind of incorporating some Japanese technique into the way that I make it. So let me go ahead and slice these shiitake mushrooms really thin. So when you chop or slice shiitake mushrooms, remember not to use the stems. Like these are rehydrated, but I'm noticing the stem area is really tough. So I'm kind of slicing them thin like this, but making sure that I omit the stem area. And I'm not going to be, I don't know why I'm putting them back in the water here. Yeah, see let's lay that right over there, that's stem, because that's really chewy and tough. Here's more stem, let's put that over here. This is stem. You don't want to put that in the soup, it's going to ruin it. This is stem. So just remember that when you chop these mushrooms, omit the stem. Yeah. Even though they're already, usually when they're pre-sliced like this, they already do omit the stem, but these mushrooms didn't, so I'm going to have to do that. Like this one's okay. So just keep that in mind. I've had a lot of experience working with shiitake mushroom. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish. It's going to be looking like that. These are all soft and ready. And I will be using the mushroom water when it comes time to prepare the soup because it adds a nice flavor. It's like a stock flavor, you know. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I have to use this tofu. So I'm using leftovers. Here's another one. I was going to use this for miso soup, but I never got around to miso soup, so and I need to use the bamboo shoots, so I'm making sour and hot soup. The recipe calls for a half cube of tofu sliced into thin strips. Since I'm doubling the recipe, this is a whole cube, and I'm going to slice it into thin strips. This is also soft tofu. I don't know why I bought soft tofu, but I think it'll work for this recipe. So sliced, this is really soft tofu. This is organic, look at this. Organic soft tofu, so my goodness. Anyways, let me go ahead and slice this into thin strips, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, boy, this is really soft tofu, let me tell you. Okay, so what I've been doing is cutting it up, and I've already started some thin strips over here, so I'm going this way. Here we go. Kind of like to over this way, then I go 1, 2. And then what I'm going to do is cut this all in half when I'm done. Actually, this will work too. I can go this way. This is really soft tofu, let me tell you. So, whoa, super soft tofu. It's like it almost wants to break as soon as I get it. It's like you can only do 3 at a time. So let's go like thin strips. Okay, that's good. That's almost like Jell-O. I think I'm going to go with harder tofu next time, but this is a soup, so soft might work. Now we're going to kind of like go this way. There we go. So that's that right there, and then I got to work on this piece right here. I think I'm going to just leave those, well. You know what, I'm going to leave those the way they are. This is really soft tofu. It's kind of like go down this way. And then go that way. There we go. It's done. I'm just going to put it right back in here. And then I'll throw it into the soup when it's time. So I'm using ground. They didn't have ground pork at the grocery store here. So what I'm using is a combo pork beef. So it'll be interesting to see how this comes out. I'll let you know. The next thing I have to do is beat 2 eggs. So let's go ahead and work on that step. And let me get all the tofu back in here. So, okay, I cracked 2 eggs here. And now I'm going to scramble them. All right. Like I said, I'm doubling the recipe and slightly modifying it because I don't have cloud ears. I'd have to go to the Asian store to get that. All right. And though I'm having a little bit of feet issues, so I don't feel like going any place long distance right now. So yeah. It's okay. Last time I made this recipe, I don't think I used cloud ears anyway. I can't remember if I did or not. And I think it came out pretty good. I kind of like the flavor of shiitake mushrooms. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so 4 cups chicken stock. I'm going to make it from slivered pork. In place of slivered pork, I am using, this is ground pork and beef. It says to use 1/2 cup this, so doubling would be about 1 cup. That looks like about 1 cup. That'll work. Bamboo shoots, okay, got that. Bamboo shoots right there. The mushrooms, we're going to skip on the cloud ears because I've doubled up on the, it says 2 forest mushrooms. If I double it up, that'd be 4 forest mushrooms plus about 1/2 cup of cloud ears. So yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. 1/2 cube tofu, we got that. Actually, it's a whole cube. I'm going to be using soy sauce, doubling that up. White pepper or to taste. I'm going to use it to taste. Rice vinegar. Here's the rice vinegar. I got the egg. Cornstarch. Okay, let's get 4 tablespoons of cornstarch dissolved in 6 tablespoons of water. I already have the green onions prepared. I'm going to skip the preserved Szechuan vegetables. And here's my sesame seed oil. So the next thing I have to do, I'm getting all the ingredients lined up. That makes it easier when you get to the cooking. The next thing I have to do now is get 4 tablespoons cornstarch dissolved in 6 tablespoons of water. Okay, this is 4 tablespoons of cornstarch and 6 tablespoons of water. Let's kind of like swish it around here and get it mixed here. Dissolved. Yeah. Would have been better if I did this right away, but yeah, I'll get it mixed here. Here it goes. It's starting to soften up now. One disadvantage of cooking for the camera is sometimes I'm a little slow. Here we go. All right. There we're getting it. Okay. Yes, you want to have all the ingredients ready ahead of time so that when you cook, you could just concentrate on cooking and throw the ingredients in at the right time. Okay, the other thing that I want to do, let's see. Oh, I need to make my chicken stock. I'm going to need 8 cups of chicken stock, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and bring all these ingredients over near the stove and then move my camera over that way too so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, okay. And I'll go ahead and get the chicken stock ready. I'm reconstituting making the chicken base from this, so I got to add in what I'm going to do is go ahead and add the water. Let's see what I have the water I got to use, yeah, I froze this. I need to find another thing to put these in. Maybe I'll just borrow this for right now. I need this. All right. I need to put in 8 cups of water. So let's go ahead and do that. And I want to make part of it the mushroom water too, because that adds a nice flavor. So we want 8 cups. Let's not mess up here. I'm using the mushroom water as part of it. So let's go ahead and add in 8 cups of water to make the stock. So here's the first. You can see that's okay. So let's just go ahead and work on that right now. Okay, I added the water. I got a whisk here, and I'm going to kind of like mix everything around. So get my soup base ready here, and then we can go ahead and start the cooking. Okay, combine stock. I'm trying to pour it in gently, but it would just be make it a mess. Okay, there's your stock. I don't like making a mess. I try to keep a clean kitchen. I'm one of these clean as you go people, you know. So, yeah, let me just, okay, let's go ahead and add the pork. So the first thing you do is combine stock, pork, bamboo shoots, mushrooms, and cloud ears. I don't have cloud ears. Bring to a boil and cook for 5 minutes, so let's go ahead. Actually, it calls for slivered pork, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in like this. Kind of like what they do with wonton soup, you know. So I'm kind of like breaking it up like this, so it's going to cook in like little strips. So let's go ahead and do this with the, this is a combo pork and beef. I actually turn the heat on while I'm doing this. Let's put it up a little bit higher. So let's get going here. Yeah, I chose to use a Dutch oven because I doubled the recipe. Like there is a, yeah, this will work. And it is cold out there, so this is perfect, you know, a nice warm soup. Plus I could use the liquids. Alright. This way I get to use my tofu and my bamboo shoots. They only sold this beef pork combo in 2-pound amounts, so I've got plenty more for other recipes. I might try making a gyoza with it. My mother doesn't like gyoza with pork, but you know, that's usually the way they make it. This is kind of like a beef pork combo, so that might work. I might try it. I might make a Chinese style pot sticker or something. Or yeah. Okay. Do I really enjoy my mother's? My mother's uses ground beef. Okay. Get this gooey stuff off my fingers and put in the rest of the ingredients. I think bamboo shoots is one of them. Yeah, bamboo shoots and the mushrooms. The tofu is obviously going to be going in later because it's very soft and you don't want to overcook it. So here's the mushrooms. Okay. And then the bamboo shoots. There we go. Gotta get my soup spoon here. Okay, so you combine stock, pork, bamboo shoots, mushrooms with cloud ears. I don't have cloud ears. Bring to a boil. Let's go ahead and put it up this way and cook for 5 minutes. So that's what it looks like. I'm going to get my my ladle and kind of swish it around a bit. Yeah. There. Put that right over here for right now. Don't want to have any accidents. I go this way. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, I've got it up on the high heat. So we'll work on that right now. Okay, I'm seeing some scum here. Now, I just happen to know, you know what, the scum's kind of going away, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, next step. You might want to remove the scum. See, when you use ground, you know what, maybe I will remove the scum. Yeah. If you want to remove the scum, just get like a tablespoon and just take it off the top of the it's not that bad actually. Kind of gets better with it's probably because I was using the ground. If I was using like regular meat, I probably wouldn't be seeing this. I'm using ground meat. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm getting some of the scum off. That's good enough. That's good enough. Kind of like washing dishes as I go too. Makes my life easier. Okay. Alright, so it's been cooking for about 5 minutes. The next thing, add tofu and cook gently for 1 minute. Let's see if I can do this without it going overboard. Let's do it slowly. Okay, cook gently for 1 minute. Yeah, okay. Kind of squish it around a little bit. So I added the tofu. Cook gently for 1 minute, and then add soy sauce, white pepper, and rice vinegar. So the soy sauce is going to be 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. I've actually got low sodium soy sauce, which is probably a good move because this, I noticed the stock is pretty salty. So, I think what I'm going to do, 4 tablespoons soy sauce. I think I'm going to put in 3 because I don't like my food too salty. I noticed this Chinese cookbook tends to be too salty, so that's 1. Well, this is low salt soy sauce, so I guess I'm okay. 2. As you can see, I'm not doing a full tablespoon. This'll work. That's good enough. Yeah. Yeah. I just know from experience that this Chinese cookbook tends to be too salty for me. I'm not a salt. I don't like it. I get enough salt as it is. Okay. Next one, white pepper, and you know, I can see why they say white pepper. Do I have white pepper? I don't think I have white pepper. Let me check. Oh, yes, I do. Well, would you believe it? I've got it. Sometimes I don't realize what I have. That's enough. Yeah. Let me taste it. They say to kind of like taste it. Oh, this is delicious. You know what? I think I'm going to add a little bit more white pepper. That's white pepper to taste. That's good. So, yeah, this is the pepper that I got. Organic ground white pepper. Okay, the next thing you add is, and rice vinegar, or the rice vinegar is going to be about 6 tablespoons. Yeah, I noticed Chinese cooking often has a sweet, sour and sweet. So let's see, 4 tablespoons, yeah, about 6 tablespoons of rice vinegar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Japanese don't cook this way. This is definitely Chinese, okay? Keep that in mind. I'm kind of like mixing the Japanese-Chinese cuisine because the Chinese don't usually use shiitake mushroom water, but that's a Japanese technique. But, you know, you don't have to follow all the rules. Whatever tastes good is the main thing, right? Okay, so, okay. Now add egg and stir. Yeah, these Chinese love to add egg and stir, you know. Kind of like egg drop soup style, you know. You actually need it. So yeah, I'm adding egg and stirring. Kind of like how they do with egg drop soup. Yeah. It looks kind of like egg drop soup in a way. There we go. And you know, in the Asian countries, they usually can't afford to buy a lot of meat, so they substitute with egg, which is cheaper than meat. That's okay. So that's why they have a lot of recipes that are low on meat. That's okay. It tastes good, though. All right, so we added the meat. I mean, not the meat, the egg. Add cornstarch and water mixture, stir gently and bring to a slow boil. Okay, cornstarch and water mixture. Add cornstarch and water mixture. Bring to a slow boil. It is kind of going for a slow boil. Stir gently and bring to a slow boil. Smells good. All right. Let's see if I can get in a little closer. Stir gently, bring to a slow boil. Yeah, that kind of thickens the soup a little bit. Okay. Add green onions and preserved vegetables, and then you add the sesame seed oil just before serving. Stir gently. Bring to a slow boil. Okay, let's go ahead and add the green onions. These were ones that I fixed ahead of time. These are actually frozen ones that kind of thawed out. They'll work for me. You know, all right. And then the sesame seed oil. That would be 2 teaspoons sesame seed oil. Okay. Here we go, slow boil. Let's kind of lower the heat a little bit. 2 teaspoons sesame seed oil. 1. You want to add the oil right before serving. Of course, I'm probably going to be eating this as leftovers, so I'm kind of defeating my purpose, but then, you know, I'm busy. So, yeah. So, I believe we are done here. Let's turn the heat off. Yum. That looks good, actually. I think I'm going to eat that with rice and salad and stuff. So, we're going to let that cool off. Right there. That's what it looks like. Looks good, eh? Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and try the soup that I just made. Right there. Tastes Chinese, that's for sure. It's good. Yeah, it's good. I like it. I will definitely be making this as a cooking video at my website. It's good. No, it has a nice Chinese flavor. I was thinking this soup might be good if I omitted the rice vinegar. It would taste more Japanese, but it would still be good. Or if I cut back on the rice vinegar, let me check. Let me taste it again. Yeah, but it's not bad though. If you like a Chinese flavor, then put in the rice vinegar as the recipe calls for. If you want a more Japanese flavor, cut back on the rice vinegar. That would be my suggestion. But it's still good.